In the spring of this year, these beds around the deck of our barn were filled with Johnny Jump Ups and snapdragons and gave us a really nice display. But if you remember, in about the middle of June, we came in and we pulled out those plants because they're not very heat tolerant. And we replaced them with some plants that would look better during the hotter part of the year. And we chose the pink periwinkles here and this mealy blue sage, or also called mealy blue salvia. This is actually the cultivar Ray. And we told you that these plants would work well at being planted at that time of the year when the soils had warmed up quite a bit. And just wanted to give you an update and show you how this bed has turned out, and just to remind you that periwinkles will perform a lot better if they're planted later in the year after it's warmed up more. They will have fewer problems with diseases. Also earlier this year, Ray Campbell and I were showing you this bed with all of these tropical type plants, and they didn't have a lot of color at that time, but you can see now that they've been here growing during the hot part of the year. They've really started to color up. This one is the yellow bells, or Esperanza is another common name. The botanical name is Tacoma stans. And it's a tropical shrub, so it's not going to be winter hardy for you, but it makes an incredible display during the summer months in the garden. They may be a little more expensive to buy every year, but you don't need a lot of them for your garden. Here in this bed, we've only got three of these plants, and they're providing us with quite a bit of color. This shrub right here is another tropical shrub that we grow as an annual bedding plant, and this is the firebush, and really also needs a lot of heat to really get going, but it has lots of this red-orange color from these little finger-like flowers. Just a wealth of color this time of the year. And you also get a lot of color from the stems and petioles of the leaves. A lot of that red-orange color. Makes a really good display in the garden. Down here below, we've got a plant that was an Oklahoma proven plant a year ago, and this is the little Fanflower, or Scaevola. Makes a very low-growing plant. Another brightly colored annual plant, and really complements this bed down below here with this purple color. In the back, we have some morning glories that are performing very well for us. This is one that we grew for the first time in our garden last year, one called double blue Piketty. This is actually not its leaf right here. Here are its leaves. A little bit more robust than your average morning glory. But this is a brand new one from Japan, the double blue Piketty. You see the extra petals in the center and the little white Piketty edge around the outside. Plant that we're really impressed with. Another plant that I've been impressed with over the last few years we've grown here at our garden is a tender grass, and this is it right here. This is the Pink Crystals ruby grass, and it's one of my favorite non-hardy grasses. The plants don't get too tall, 1.5 feet, 2 feet tall, but the foliage is this beautiful silvery color, and then just these wonderful cotton candy-like plumes here at the top of these pink flowers. But the Pink Crystals ruby grass, a wonderful tender grass that with only one plant in your garden makes just an incredible statement. Well, I hope you remember to plant some of these warm weather-loving plants in your garden.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. You can also find more recent videos on our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.